Sheba's trick. A short story. After lots of ups and downs, she reached Kampala. She was relieved to have reached Aron's place, as if she had reached her home. She had nothing to worry about because Aron had promised to give her shelter under his roof. Aron, her brother Joel's friend, was a shy and good boy. She remembers when he came to call her brother, Joel, to play football. At the time, she told him, Joel is not at home, and chased him away. She was young then, and so was he. Now, he has matured so much that he has given her shelter at his house in a foreign land. "Oh, Aron, I'll bother you for a while," she said as he welcomed her into his house. "Until I rent a house." "Well, please don't say that," he replied to her. He had told her that he would stay with a friend, so she was not worried about where he would stay for that night. "I should have done more. You wouldn't have been so worried if you had known what Joel did for me. It is the same with him. He always speaks well of you. He says, my friend Aron is wise. And he doesn't drop you out of his conversation." He spent the evening with her. Finally, he told her she had nothing to fear and she should go to bed in peace. The next day, assuming she was still asleep, lest he disturbed her slumber, he didn't go to his house early in the morning, but at about 11 o'clock. However, he found his house empty and locked. After waiting for about an hour, she opened the gate and appeared from outside. "Where did you go?" Aron asked, surprised. "The noise of this town bothered me, and I went to see it." "Alone?" "By myself." "Should I not have gone alone? Is it dangerous?" "No. It is not that. The city isn't scary," said Aron to her. "But I'm surprised at your courage." In the days that followed, Sheeba did not find the city scary and was anxious to walk around, so she went out every day. She made it part of her routine each day. When she went out, there were no things she wouldn't ask about. She asked if rooms for rent were available in her area, and how much they were if they were available. She also checked out what she could do in the city. Many Habesha women in the area were busy making coffee and tea, so she did not want to work in the overcrowded and fierce competitive business space. She looked around the area and noticed that there were only barber shops, restaurants, photo studios, and snack bars. But she couldn't find a hairdresser or a braiding shop. One day, Aron came to see her after he had been absent for 3 days. "As you know, my brother Joel is married. And I don't want to bother him to support me. There is no place I haven't gone looking for a house for rent. But I haven't found one." Aron didn't understand what she was driving at and listened quietly. And he decided to wait her until she finished. "You know, I was involved in braiding women's hair in Addis Ababa. If you're good at it, it's a job that can make money." He continued to listen to her in silence. "I couldn't find a house to rent in this area. I'm asking for permission to use your house for braiding hair during the day." "Oh, Sheeba, you are talking like a stranger. This is your house. And I'm ready to do it for you. No need to ask permission." Aron could not stay long with his friend in the friend's house. His friend who had allowed him sleep in his house went to Canada, and Aron had to return to his house. He had given her permission to use his room and had no desire to come back and tell her to find a house. It's fine if she finds a home, but she can't do so, he won't force her out of his room. "I understand I'm bothering you," said Sheeba to him. "But let me tell you the truth. I like this area because it is good for business. If you think it is okay with you, I can live in this little room. Let me hear what you have to say. The two of us to live under the same roof? Hey? You sound surprised? What is wrong with it?" "Not good," replied Aron. "Our neighbors won't take it favorably. And there are a lot of Habesha in this area." "So what if there are many Habesha?" "It's not good, Sheeba," said Aron to her. "They will tarnish our names in spite of our innocence." "People say lots of lies," said Sheeba to him. "Now, they see you coming and going. They may already have started chattering that I am your second wife or that we were in illicit love with each other. The main thing is our purity." It was impossible to deny her words. He believed that it was better to take the situation as it was and come up with a solution. He felt that it was better to focus on the solution. It was impossible to force her out of his house and tell her to find herself a room. So the only thing left was do what Sheeba had suggested. Also, it was not possible to cook separately while living under the same roof. Because of this, he shopped for foodstuff for both of them and she cooked. There were many days when she shopped for food and cooked at the same time. One day while she was asleep, she heard the splash of water he made as he silently washed his clothes. Surprised, she woke up from her sleep. She approached him softly. "What are you doing?" she asked. "I'm washing a few light articles like my socks." He was being polite but was not washing a few light articles. "What's wrong with you?" she asked him. "That's what a stranger does. Here I am a woman and you are washing. Don't exaggerate it too much, Sheeba." It was not supposed to take even 5 minutes. She refused to leave the place and could not bear to see him wash, so she wanted to push him away from the place. She pulled him with her hand. But he wouldn't budge. Her only option was to snatch his laundry. So she took the clothes in her hands and ran away. He chased after her to take his clothes back. He was like a cheetah while she was like a sheep. In no time, he caught her. However, she struggled to keep her hand away from him so that she would not give the clothes back. Aron was strong, and she was a plump woman, though not short. He leaned behind her and held her tightly. She must have woken up a short time before, because her body temperature was warm. She struggled to get rid of him. "Let me go, Aron," she said, dwarfed by his height. "I swear to God I won't give you the clothes." "Impossible," he said to her, too. "You won't wash my clothes. You are not my servant." "What is wrong with it? You won't wash my clothes. What's the matter? Didn't your sister Arsima wash your clothes? Hers is different. Yours is different." Finally, she refused to let go of the garments and he left. She washed the clothes better than he could have. From that point on, Sheeba learned something vital about Aron. And she learned that nothing would stop her from imposing her will on him as long as she persisted. A week later, when she concluded that he was asleep, she went to his bedroom. And she went and lay down beside him. "What are you doing?" he asked, surprised. "Are you serious? Don't tell me you are surprised. Come on, please don't make us a laughing stock of our neighbors." "Why, Aron, are you still in that mindset? Wow, isn't that a taboo?" "Which is a taboo?" "To sleep with your sister, your friend's sister." "Are you worried about Joel?" "It's a taboo." "Well, forget about Joel. Let's talk about love. Do you like me?" He remained silent. "I'll ask Joel myself." Truth be told, he was happy to be rid of the test of the day. What mad idea came to her mind? He said as she left his aside. There was no doubt that she could never do what she said about asking Joel. "What are you doing?" Joel would confront her. He would never accept them as lovers, and he would scold her. Besides, he won't consent his older sister marrying him. After 2 days, while they were having dinner together, Sheeba called Joel. "Hello, Sheeba," he said. "How are you doing?" "Good. Is your wife all right? And the kids are okay?" "They're all right." "Is Aron all right? Has he gone to work? Why is it that I don't hear his voice?" "He's wolfing down his dinner." "You talked to him?" They talked for about an hour, chatting about their childhood days. Sheeba slowly took the phone from Aron. "Aren't you ashamed to talk about the past for an hour?" She chastised her brother. "And Aron and I are getting married soon. You shouldn't get this good news from another source," she said to him. Aron wanted to snatch the phone from her hand and wanted to tell Joel that everything was a lie. However, he failed to do so. "Well, but," said Joel. "I thought you had already started living together." "But wait. Didn't you tell me that you had started living together? Sheeba looked at Aron with her eyes. Didn't I tell you so? She hung up and said goodbye to her brother. Hey, do you believe it now? They had nothing to stop them after that. On the night they spent together, she heard him roll over beside her. She thought it had just dawned. But she was still tired and went back to sleep. In the morning, she heard him turn beside her and turned around. And she saw that he was awake. How's your night? Good. I didn't think you were a sound sleeper. It's not good for a man to sleep like a log. I guess I was tired. She pulled on her clothes to get dressed. What will my mother and your mother say if they hear about us? When they find out that I have become your husband and you are now my wife? What are they going to say? Of course, they will ululate. They will celebrate our wedding. He did not doubt that his mother would be happy because she longed to see him wedded. But if Sheba's mother hears that she is married to him, she will pluck her hair in rage. Are you going out? Do you want me to make you some breakfast? Yes. I have an appointment with someone. Sheeba began to hurry to prepare breakfast. She started her married life then and there.